Hello and welcome to Impact Africa, our online show where we get to have conversations with diverse people and organizations who are impacting lives positively. In addition, we use the platform to highlight and celebrate events, places, and positive news. My name is Dr. Kemi Akeode Adebayo, and known as Dr. Mama K. In today's program, our final one, which is part 5, where we celebrate Men's Month for the month of November. I was having conversation with 2 amazing men who are doing things through their businesses and organizations in Cape Town. Both are Mr. Riyad Ahmed is the marketing executive for Zones, which is based in Cape Town, and the title of our conversation was Anything is Possible. And as well as Mr. Simon Zither is the branch manager for Signal Academy and based in Cape Town. The title of the conversation with Mr. Simon was Nurture Your Dream. These 2 young men are doing so much through their business and organizations. You need to listen to the full-on program and watch the program, because I had fun just interviewing and I was humbled just being in the midst and what their businesses are doing. So we will be sharing the details at the end of the program. So I was asking Mr. Riyad Ahmed in our first segment about 3 things for him that he valued most in life and why. Enjoy. Person, what are the 3 things that you value most in life and why?
Wow, Dr. Kemi, that is. I knew I should have prepped myself properly for this interview. The 3 things that I value most in life, or things that I find. Spirituality. Okay. I think, I think COVID has taught us that life in the blink of an eye can change, and if you don't have your spirituality, life can get pretty rough. It's interesting, right? Because again, I keep harping back to entrepreneurs, but you know, business is not easy. Yeah. It's not for the faint-hearted. And you'll get super high highs and you'll get really low lows when there's no business coming through the front door. And if you don't have your spirituality, life gets really, really tough. So spirituality is probably my number 1, and I think for me, number 2 is family. I think that it's your safe space. Yeah. You know, and I think if you have a family that understands that the sacrifices you are making is ultimately for your family, it makes life a lot easier. There's less stress at home when you do need to work after hours or late. I think that is number 2. Number 3, I'm a passionate weekend warrior exercise person. So I probably, if I have to be honest with myself, exercise, because I work very hard, it is without a shadow of a doubt, it's a release valve for me. And it doesn't necessarily need to be exercise, because you may be passionate about chess, you may be passionate about sewing or whatever, and I think if that's your passion, make sure you give yourself some time every day to enjoy what you do purely for the fun of doing it, right? And endorphins is a wonderful thing, you know. I always say, my wife says, do you know you're addicted to exercise? So I say, I'm addicted to the endorphins that I get from the exercise. That just happens to be the means. So yeah, I mean, I think that's it. I think spirituality, family, and exercise for me are my three things that are important.
So let me go now to more, deeper, serious thing that probably makes what, who you are. What is leadership, to you? And what's your definition of success?
If you ask me about leadership 10 years ago, I'll tell you it's to make sure that you get the maximum amount out of your team and push them really hard and drill them and make sure the office is open at 8 and closes at 5 and all the things that as a 35, 40 or 35-year-old you may think are leadership qualities. I think what maybe my experience has been and my lessons that I've learned and the burning my fingers going through life, I think it's about looking after your team that you work with.
Right.
I think it's about making sure that they are okay, that they feel safe, that they feel heard. Yeah, it's an interesting thing because I take a lot of pleasure now in just connecting with the people that I work with. And whether it be spending 10 minutes in their office or on the phone if I'm not in the building, people that are sick, people that are at home on maternity leave. So yes, to answer your question in a nutshell, I think leadership is about looking after, making sure that the people around you in your team feel like they are being cared about. Yeah.
And your definition of success? Because a lot of people think success is money. Are you one of those, or I don't know? I just say that bluntly.
No, and it's so, and I can tell you again, I'll be brutally honest. 15 years ago, if you ask me about success, I'd tell you it's the car you drive, it's the money in your bank account, it's... I absolutely am clear in my head. It's the feeling of contentment. I think if you don't at some point in your life realize that you've got to be so super grateful for everything you have,
So, Mr. Ahmed, we are in your showroom in Salt River, Cape Town, South Africa. And, I can see all these wonderful, interesting machines of different sizes, from the tabletop one to the huge one. Run us through some of what we've got here.
Thank you. So we're in Salt River, Jean's Business Opportunities head office in Cape Town, Salt River. And in here we have, this is a toilet roll manufacturing machine. So it manufactures toilet rolls, Carlton rolls, kitchen rolls, hospital wipes, most tissue products on a roll. If I walk you through,
Yes, Mr. Riyad, I completely agree with you. COVID has taught us so much, spirituality for you is important, family for you is important, because yes, as you said, within a blink of an eye, anything and everything can change. And, family, because they're always there, they understand you, they've made sacrifices for you, and they make your life easy. I cannot agree with you more than that. And thank you for all you're doing, within Zones in making sure that the community benefits in various ways through your business and providing employment for a lot of people. Okay, our second segment and final one for this Celebrating Men's Month is with Mr. Simon Zither, where I was asking him about key life lessons for him, of him when he was a young Simon growing up in Soweto. You need to listen to the full-on conversation, like I said, because you will enjoy it. They have amazing staff, they're amazing learners, that they put in, education and educating them and putting into their lives. So enjoy. Key life lessons, that has been for you personally that will benefit a younger Simon in Soweto.
Yeah. Mainly, I would say to all the young people out there is that take advantage of all the opportunities that is available to you. Do not stay at home and hope information will come to you. You need to go out and seek information. Go to the libraries, read books, and then search the internet, find out what is available out there. And whatever opportunities that you get, make use of them. And I always believe that if you don't know where you are going, both the ways that you're taking are right for you. So whatever route that you take will lead you, might be a stepping stone to what you want to achieve. So, instead of staying at home and feeling sorry for yourself, you need to wake up and do something about it.
Now my final question. Apart from the work that obviously Signa is doing, in terms of helping with skills development, working with people with disability and creating opportunities for them, helping with change, creating legacy, impact, and so on. For you, what social issue means something to you, and what do you think are the solution to that issue?
Yeah, one of the social issues that I was looking at in most cases it's poverty in most cases, and I feel that it could actually be eradicated through skills development, any type of skills development. And I feel that people need to diversify the skills, and they need to gain sustainable skills that would sustain them in the long run, because I've realized that not all of us are meant to be employed. Some of us are meant to be employers. So some of the people need to gain the relevant skills in order for them to employ people. I believe that poverty is not for us. No one was meant to be poor, but we were meant to be blessed. And in order for us to be blessed, it is for us to work hard. And one of the other things that I've done, which I haven't shared with you, when I came down to Cape Town, it was in 2009, and I started a project because of being passionate about, alleviating, poverty through skills development. I started a project called Project 5 Cents.
Okay.
By the time in 2009, if you remember 2009 to 2011, you still got 5 cents as change from the retail outlet. And what I did is that when I would get the 5 cents, I would kick it like a soccer ball. But I realized, because since I was getting it from the retail outlet, it means basically it had value. So I decided, let me approach an NGO organization called La Pumilanga organization in Khayelitsha.
Okay.
And then we started, erecting containers in schools, in churches, and retail outlets for them to donate 5 cents, so that we can take child-headed household and, learners that are in school that cannot afford to go to varsity, in order so that we can pay for their tuition fees. And because we were getting partners from different industries, we got to make a lot of money, in which we paid for more than 50 learners to go to universities.
That's 50 learners that translates into more than that, if you really think about it.
That's correct, because the aim is that once you change one person's life, he needs to change the others.
Wow, well done. Is that project still running or it stopped?
We stopped in 2011 after the production of 5 Cent was cut off.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's been cut off, isn't it? I don't
Yeah.
know. Start with 10 cent. That 10 cent is too small as
too
well.
small.
So start with 10 cents or something. That's right. I even forgot that. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. We don't see that 5 cent
No,
anymore.
the production
Just
was
shows
cut
you
off.
I'm way behind. Wow. Mr. Simon, you said it all. Completely agree with you. Yes, young people should take every opportunity that comes their way and avoid just staying at home and saying, no, there's nothing to do. You know, whatever the opportunity, it won't come to you. You need to go out there and seize the opportunity and, yeah, get more information as best as you can. And through that, you will achieve more. Wow. It has been humbling, you know, having this conversation and recapping on all these snippets that we've done on this series. And I am so humbled. I can't wait to go back to share some of what more some of our men are doing, because yes, it's not easy for them. Thank you, Riyadh, and thank you, Simon, for all you're doing, and God bless you. We pray that Zones and, of course, Signal Academy will continue to grow and impact lives in more ways than you know it, through business opportunity, through entrepreneurial opportunities, which is what Zones is about, and with Signal as well, just educating our young ones into being more of what they need to be. Thank you for all you're doing. Okay, we are celebrating our men, and we continue to celebrate them each month, each day, like we celebrate our women. But the month of November was dedicated full on for celebrating our men like we normally do. And maybe next time we'll focus on other things like the health, the impact, the education, what area, the challenges, you know, some of our men, you know, have. But can't wait. Thank you for joining with us. And please, we'll be sharing all the details of our two businesses that we supported in here. Go and support them, please. Let them know, empower them more through, you know, market them more. And please go back to all the previous recordings to just hear the full-on conversation that we had. Can't wait to see you next time. This is me, Dr. Mama K, saying stay safe, stay blessed. God is love.